Greetings, geeks and geekarellas. That. Greetings, geeks and geekarellas. It is me, I am back for another Cloak and Dagger review. Yet again, this one's going to be a little bit hard. That's what she said. Sorry. But not for this reason that other episodes of this show have been hard to review. Basically, half the episode, not much is done, except for some backstory stuff. Then, about halfway, it keeps going and ramping, and it doesn't go from 0 to 100. It goes from 0 to 1,000. But I'm getting ahead of myself. As you can see, I'm going to go into spoilers, so if you hadn't seen the episode, go watch it, come back, tell me what you think in the comments down below. But, spoiler warning, of course. So, let's get into it. So, like I said, not much is done, but there's a reason for it. Today, or at least that day of the episode, is the anniversary of both deaths. So everyone is very solemn and sad. We see Ty's dad hug Ty's cloak. No, Ty and Billy's cloak. Well, it was Billy's cloak and now it's going to become Ty's cloak. But anyway, we see him hold it and cry. We see Tandy and her mom kind of bonding and saying that they're going to go and do some stuff to commemorate the dad. And she meets up with the dude from last episode, and he tells her that there's safety lock box. Mom instantly knows where the key is, or at least where the key would be, and it's there. And things are going very slow. We flash back to them as kids, having good times with their dead family members. Then, about halfway through, things really ramp up on... I'll start with Tandy. On Tandy's end, she steals Ty's mom's key card for her work. And she finds the safety deposit box, finds the papers, and is going to link them to the press and let the press know all about it. But before she does, she's going into Roxxon just to cause mayhem and shit and give them a bad time. Taking her light dagger to all their servers and stuff. But then the president of the company comes in and they exchange words. He offers her money. She says no. She's just trying to get back her dad's good name. And he starts laughing, which we later find out why. But anywho, so that's basically her story until some things happen, and she ends the episode by talking to the dude. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'll save that for later. Ty's story is he's like, I'm done with this. I want to take down Connors. So, is it Rollins? Why do I keep saying Connors? I believe it's Rollins. Evil Cop Do. Rollins. I believe that's his name. Anywho, he wants to take him down. And he decides, after having a memory of spirits and stuff, learning about spirits and stuff, that on the anniversary, and also hearing that he's visibly shaken up by the anniversary. So he comes up with a plan to make Rollins think that he's Billy, that he's Billy's spirit, and use his jump powers to make that happen. He even tells O'Reilly about his powers and O'Reilly's cop boyfriend. And together, the three of them work together to spook the shit out of Rollins, get him to admit in front of Ty what he did, and then cop boyfriend filmed it, and O'Reilly cuffed him and arrested him. Things seem to be okay until we get to the end, where it really ramped up and the shit really hit the ceiling, because we see Ty going with Tandy to commiserate and to let go a balloon, usually a balloon, but this time it's a lantern, in honor of her dad, and kind of Billy, since Ty's there. But in doing so, Tandy's mom grabs Tandy's hand and Ty's hand, and then with their powers combined, things get fucked up. That's definitely not a tagline Captain Planet wants to use. Maybe Don Cheadle's Captain Planet, but anyway. Sorry. If you don't know that reference, look it up. I think it's college humor. Anywho, they go into her mind and there's a door. It looks like her Tandy's childhood home door, but she opens it up, and in it we see a theater where the mom is sitting in a theater, and they're both in her mind, accessing fear and hope. And what happened is we see her reliving this memory on a theater screen, but it frits out, and Tandy cuts open the theater screen, and we see what really happened, which is apparently Tandy's dad was a wife beater. This fucks up Tandy royally. I mean, poor Tandy. She cannot get a break on this show. And so she's just currently in a mood of fuck everything, I don't give a shit. Life's been horrible to me, and just when I thought things were gonna get good, I found out that the only person who I really held up on a pedestal is a shitty human being. So she calls the head dude, the president, back and says, yeah, I'll take the money. Which, whoo, but that's not the biggest thing of the episode, because We then get a scene that is very reminiscent to comic fans and to a trope. A certain one involving a Kyle Rayner. But it's flipped on its head a little. Because you see, O'Reilly comes in to have a good time with cop boyfriend, and have girlfriend pancakes, which they didn't really say, but sounds like it took her a lot to say that they were boyfriend girlfriend. But right as she admits it, of course, knowing the show, right as everyone's happy, shit hits the ceiling. So right as they're happy, shit hits the ceiling. She walks in, all the food is on the counter. She opens the fridge, and there he is. So yeah, cop boyfriend's dead. And considering that he's the one who filmed it, it's very easy to see how Rollins could get off. And it looks like he is, according to the next episode. Fuck. And with him and Rollins talking about his uncle, there's clearly more nefarious stuff going on behind the scenes and more big people. Which is interesting because this is like one of the first times, I think, at least in universe, where we've got a big bad that we have no clue about. Yet, at least. But anywho, that's it for now. I've been going on for probably too long. Half past a freckle. And so I will end it there. I will say that there were other stuff that I really liked in the episode, like O'Reilly did mention that she's friends with Misty. And was going to tell cop boyfriend about Misty. And probably her bionic arm. But that's never going to happen. And that's it for now. You can join me next, where probably next time you'll see me is for Reverie. I mean, I kind of silently dropped Salvation. It was getting decent numbers, but I just had things happen where I couldn't cover it for 2 weeks, and it doesn't have a dedicated fan base. So it was like 2 weeks off, no dedicated fan base. I doubt if I did it, it would do better than Reverie. Which, please check out Reverie, not just my reviews, but the show itself. But, also, I will be doing Winona Earp, but I already covered the premiere, and any new information that comes this week, I'm saving for Channel Chasers, which is this podcast that I do on my friend's channel, Mr. J. Mr. J's Reviews. And this outro has been going on for far too long. But anyway, stay tuned to that channel to see my further thoughts on Winona Earp. If you want to see what I thought about the episode in general, go back and watch my review, which is doing surprisingly well. But that's it for now. Till next time, and beyond.